I got the world's hottest bagel to eat. See if I can catch up on some news. See what's going on out there. Let's go to the my Opera browser. Excuse the crunching sounds. That's the sound of super hot bagel. Gonna eat a little of this till my stove calls me that my vegetables are ready. But in the meantime, I'm gonna start with the tech news, because I think I want to read up about what's going on in Afghanistan too. I apologize for the eating sounds. Alright, what's going on here? Let's see. Affordable 34-inch ultra-wide gaming monitor. Affordable. I'll be the judge of that. Let me see what affordable means. $400? 1440, 144 hertz. 34 inches. Oh man, that's pretty big. That's a big monitor to have right up in your face. I'm always behind the curve. I was one of the last people to get a LCD. I had a CRT for the longest. And now I have a 1080p display. I'm always behind. Everybody else got 1440s and bigger than 24-inch monitors, but whatever. I'm old and slow. Adapt to sync. That's bad. Why would you have a VESA mounting support of 75 millimeters squared when most of them are 100 millimeters squared? That can't be good. And it's a big giant display? That's very odd. It's alright, I didn't make the thing. Need some water. There goes my stove calling me for the vegetables. It's gonna have to wait a second. Actually, it's gonna start beeping a lot, so let me see what else they got here. In-ear monitors. Don't care about that. Keyboard. Boring. Here we go. EK and MSI collaborate on X570S Gaming Carbon EKX. So this is probably a water-cooled board. Let's new tab this story. Alright, stove. My stove's gonna start ringing. Hold on. Yeah, I'm coming. Tack on another 5 minutes, let that cook a little more. Make that food easy for my sick self to digest. my interest in X570, very small AM4's dead platform. Who's gonna build a new computer with one of the most important parts? The price is out of reach. So if you're gonna buy a high-end motherboard like this, you're gonna have to pay some lottery type money to put a good GPU in it. So not a good time. Still very nice. I think this has the new Realtek codec on it. The 4080. Does it say? Let me see. I'm sure it does. Specifications here. Audio boost, but it doesn't say what codec it is. I'm pretty sure it's 4080, the new one. Which I read isn't much different than ALC 2020, so you're not really gaining much. Alright. Already looked at those pictures. Move on. Live streamer. This is something I probably wouldn't use. This seems to be the new thing. Instead of having the high-end GPUs available to buy, you can still get your hands on them. The catch is you got to get it one of these already built systems. So you have to take all the other junk, whether you want it or not. So you're gonna have to like those specs. But that's what I was looking for. Nope, thanks. $4,000 for that little ugly thing. Nah. Even NVMe drives. NVMe Protocol 2 will be coming out, so I say don't waste your money on any more NVMe drives that are version Protocol 1.3, 1.2, 1.3, I think it's 1.3. 2.0. I think I mentioned it in one of my other videos. 2.0 is going to be, it's going to have some improvements, so it's better to wait for that. Let me just turn my stove off. Like I'm talking to somebody, I'm always talking to myself. So, game controllers, whatever. These are nice. Like I said, still not interested, but let's look at these. I can only imagine how much that's going to cost. What is this? Some kind of stand for your headset? And this is probably riser card with M.2 slots, I assume. I think it says M.2 expander or something. So yeah, it does look like That looks like that's what that is. If I had to build right now, I'd probably pick this one. I always like the carbon boards. No heatsink fan. Probably heavy if that's all. If that's all aluminum. Unified boards always look sharp. No fun, no RGB though. I mean, it got headers, but they don't have LEDs integrated into the heat sinks. Which, I don't know why. I mean, if you don't like it, you just turn it off. But man, it looks like there's nothing going on this PCB. They make it look real clean. But there is. This probably has good power delivery compared to the other one. So the Edge usually costs a little cheaper, and it's usually good. Not bad. This isn't necessarily better than those other boards, but the Tomahawk model has earned a lot of respect. I think since the 350 days, or specific more the B450 days. So they just, anything with the name Tomahawk on it from MSI, people trust it. So this will sell a lot. Well, it would sell a lot if the GPU market was normal, but pump housing, whatever. Wi-Fi 6 access points. Total announces free of charge mounting upgrades and updated CPU coolers for LGA 1700. What about 17? What is AM5 going to be? 1703? Something like that. Wonder if they're going to do the same thing for AMD. That's nice of them. That's a good move. DisplayPort 2 could land in next generation AMD RD and A3 GPUs. We'll see how that goes. What's up, Ghost Adder? Sick guy. Not feeling too great, so just reading some stuff and eating some food. He ain't watching no more. Good for him. I hope he ain't watching no more. Let me see what else. Gigabyte reportedly refuses to RMA. Yeah, these guys are digging a hole. These guys are doing bad for themselves. If you don't know what this story is all about, watch Gamers Nexus videos with the Gigabyte units they bought, and like out of 10 of them, like half of them failed. I don't know, that's really bad odds. So yeah, I definitely am coughing a little less. I still go up and down, but I was playing basketball on Friday, and this big guy smashed into my chest. Really, really big guy. And I don't know if my It's like a combination of like bruising around my heart area and just my normal sickness that I have. So it kind of ruined my weekend. I was sick all weekend. And it's hard working at work with the mask on. I can't breathe with the mask on, but you know, I'm trying to get the job done. So, but I appreciate you, Dr. Ghostadder. I know I don't even need to tell you. I know you already know about these gigabyte power supply units. It's funny because Oleta has one. I don't know if she has one of these affected models, but I know she has a gigabyte power supply and she was joking around about it possibly failing. But yeah, I don't like gigabyte, period. I don't want their motherboards. I don't want their power supply units. I don't know if you agree with me. You probably don't, because like I almost don't like any of the manufacturers except for MSI and Asus. Like if I was gonna buy a motherboard, video card I'll stretch out and buy from more brands, but like for a motherboard, it's really hard for me to get anything from MSI or Asus. Anything that's not MSI or Asus. I don't like ASRock, and I don't like Gigabyte. Yep. I don't know what your reasons are, but yeah, I haven't used one in a long enough time to see how bad their BIOS is. I mean, it's not great in MSI either, but I mean, I see a lot of UEFIs at work, and the third-party snazzy BIOSes that me and you are used to are at least way better than that trash. Yeah, you could say the same about MSI and Asus, but I just trust MSI and Asus more. Especially when stuff like this happens. Like this is bad. That'll be good. If AM5 has the same dimensions as AM4. Which is weird to have, was it 1333 pins PGA, and then LGA, and it's going to be like 1700, I think. But it's still going to have, oh, that's right. They're probably not going to have that hole in the middle like they have on the PGA processors. No. Can't remember what the bottom of my AMD processor looked like. Rambus innovates 8.4 gigabits per second. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. That's crazy how it's such a different amount of conductors from, like I said, 1333 to 17 something. I forgot the number for AM5, but I think it's going to be somewhere between 1700 and 1800. But this makes me think of there's a guy at my job who he types in these really long what do you call them? BitLocker recovery keys. He types them into the BIOS or pre-installation environments. He types them in. He's like a computer. I just I QR code scan them in with a handheld scanner. I'll make a typo. I do it the easier way. So I'm like, are those encryption codes going to be, well, I don't know if they're going to be longer. I don't know what they mean by double encryption, but whatever. Encrypted drives are a waste of time, unless you're sure somebody's actually going to take the drive out of the computer. They go crazy with security at my job. Intel shows off AAA gaming capabilities of Intel Arc. So this guy, let me see if I can find it. I'll show you if you're still there. Gotta get my vegetables too, but let me show you this guy's video. what's his name, graphically challenged. And he's probably heard about me complain about these thumbnails that are very like spectacular. COC. What is that? What's COC? I know what Command and Conquer is, but I don't know what COC is. But anyway, this guy's like, yeah, it's the news you've been waiting for. The Intel GPUs are coming out. Yeah, they're not coming out for like 5 months. Clash of Clans, huh? Let me see what that is. Huh. So is this turn-based or real-time strategy? Let me see. Clash of Clans is a freemium. Freemium? What the hell does that mean? Freemium. Mobile strategy video game. Oh, you can play it online too with an Android emulator. That's cool. Oh man, I'm old, man. I don't play any of the new stuff. I don't know. I'm actually surprised. Oh, it's 9 years old. All right. Yeah, that's like I don't know if you ever heard of this game before, but I was watching videos of it all weekend. Even like the day we were watching Mike on Saturday, I was watching videos for that game, Little Nightmares 2, because I think the teacher character in that game is creepy as hell. The teacher with the long neck. Have you seen that? I showed that. I told my son to look that up. He likes horror games. Yeah, that's creepy, man. Whoever came up with that character, good job. Let's see. So yeah, this guy, he's talking about, oh man, look at that. He got the sensational thumbnail. There, here, all of his thumbnails are sensational. So I mean, he's a likable kid, but man, it's like his thumbnails are annoying. You know, I can't believe they did it. Don't. Well, I like his advice though, as far as not paying into the scam that GPUs are right now. But yeah, I like this guy, but some of his sensational thumbnails are kind of annoying. Like everyone's gonna be all happy about it. It's 5 months from now, and we don't know how they perform or what they're gonna cost. So everybody, calm down. XFX Ready's Radeon 6900 XT. So 6900 XT, that's gonna cost $2,000. Forget about that. Gainward Phantom graphics cards, perfect name for cards that you'll never be able to see or buy. I'd say he's pretty good. I like his advice to potential buyers for GPUs. The thing is, the thing that bothers me is, only a few months ago, he had way less subscribers than Mike. Now, granted, Mike does a lot of videos that like I don't really care about, like headphones and going over the BIOSes on different motherboards and all that stuff. But other people do. But the thing is, he puts in a lot of work checking out software and hardware for people. And this guy just tells the news and sensationalizes it. I mean, I'd say he does a good job of it. But that's a lot. What he does is tons less work than Mike. But that kind of stuff, man, just like having a catchy thumbnail and you know, I guess kind of playing the hobbyist emotions and stuff, man. He reels in the I mean, I'm not subscribed to or anything like that, but it always comes up in my feed. Him and even Gamers Meld, which I hate his videos, but Red Tech Gaming, all those Mike's thumbnails. His thumbnails are alright, man. But I'm with James Brock. That intro music is awful. I hate that music. Not his old one, his new one. I can't stand it. I know somebody in-house made that, but hey man, Mike will check in and he'll say hi, but he won't listen to all this rambling. Good for him. So yeah. No, I could talk about Mike. He ain't gonna, unless one of his cronies go tell him James said this about you. Like, well, I'm gonna kick his ass. I'm far away. He can't hurt me here. Far away. But yeah, this guy's good. You should check him out. I'd say, and every intro to every video is funny because he does like this kind of whiplash turnaround before he starts talking. It's like kind of his catchy thing that he does. But I like his advice to gamers. Like he basically tells everybody, it's like, hey, please don't buy these cards, man. I know if you really need one, buy it. So I agree with him on that 100%. He's like, these are not worth the money. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. But yeah, he's very nice guy, and does a good job of it. But you know, like I said, it's just one of those spewing the news. He's not really sharing any data with anybody that you can't find somewhere else. Where Mike is like doing hands-on, like giving his real opinion on stuff that he's actually tested. So, Intel Arc architecture code names are Battle. What? Architecture code names: Battle Mage, Celestial, and Druid. Some Dungeons and Dragons shit right there. Ancient Gameplays always puts memes as his intro, or at least used to, and they are pretty unfunny ones. I don't watch him. Are you talking about the Ancient Gameplays? Okay, yeah, I don't know that YouTuber. I don't know that guy. There is one YouTuber, because me and my son like Mortal Kombat. There's one YouTuber. I don't know what happened to him, and I never watched him when he actually was active, but he's not active anymore. I wish he would come back because his videos are so funny because he gets all mad when he's playing games. His name's Mr. G Star 321 or Mr. G Star 123 or something like that. Man, I could watch his videos all the time. It's so funny. He does all the GPU OC videos. Yeah, I don't really watch stuff like that anymore because I don't overclock anymore, so I don't really pay attention to overclocking videos. But I will watch Buildzoid because even though he's all about overclocking, you can learn stuff from him. You learn through his ventures into overclocking. He shares his knowledge, so his videos are good to watch. Hold on, my vegetables are cooked. Let me grab some vegetables. I'll be right back. Alright, got my mixed vegetables. Healthy dinner. Montec, and I saw this the other day. Some people won some cases. I would have preferred here I don't know if Mike reviewed it or they reviewed it on this. Actually, I think this is the website where they reviewed the Montec case. Yeah, here it is right here. What I like about this case is all those front fans are 140s. I like that. I would like to have in my future computer no 120s, all 140s, but they always have the exhaust as 120. And in this case, the top fans are also only 120s, only fit up there. So, oh well. What do you? I don't know if you've seen this review on this Montec X3 mesh, but what do you think about it? Let me show you some pictures. I don't know if Mike reviewed this one. He might have. I like it for a cheap case. Yeah, what did you have a Corsair? What is it, 4000D? Can't remember. I know you had a nice Corsair one. I think it was you. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, that'll last you a long time. I got the original Mesh FIC, and I'm happy with it. I only have a few minor complaints about it, but otherwise it's good. And that dumb video that I made on taking off the front panel, can't believe how many views that stupid video got. And all those likes. I guess a lot of people had trouble taking off the front. Pretty sure that's my top video. Alright, now I'm gonna see some of the sad news because this, my choices was between Mesh FIC, 4000D airflow. Yeah, so I think the case that you have has more flexibility than the one that I have, but I think my case has a much smaller footprint than your case, and that's what I was going for. I was going for the smallest case I could get that would fit ATX stuff. ATX motherboard, ATX power supply, and decently sized video cards. So, like, I'm pretty sure your case is probably taller and longer than mine. Not by much. Yep. So what are they saying over in the what are they saying in Europe about this whole Afghanistan thing, or does nobody really pay attention over there about this? I find it to be a very, very sad story for potentially a generation of women and children who grew up in one environment and now it's all gonna like change in one week or one day almost. That's just like crazy. It's like you're just a girl, and then tomorrow, after living life one way for 20 years, you have to cover your face in public. Just sad. The recent Banksy art? I don't know what that is. Yeah, I don't know what that is. U.S. destroyed some Afghans' passports as they prepared to evacuate embassy in Kabul, but it's unclear why. Probably so they wouldn't be used to sneak into the country by other people, probably. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not keeping up with it much, but I know about the plane thing and people falling from it. Yeah, that's some desperation to get out of there. And it's weird because most of the people that are on the airport, and there's a picture of all those people in that C-17 getting out of there, most of them are guys. It's like, where are all these women and children who are really going to suffer? Well, can't blame the guys, man. If those, you know how it goes in the Middle East, man. They're just going to find an excuse to kill you. Shia, Sunni, talking to the wrong people, whatever, man. Just, it's not cool. Getting sick of all this COVID stuff too, man. I can't stand wearing a mask at my job. What did I get the vaccine for? Did you get vaccinated? If you don't mind me asking. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I was even thinking like maybe one of those guys watched the movie and they watched Commando and they were like, "Hey, I'll latch onto the plane and I'll be fine." And then when the plane starts reaching like, 300, 400 miles per hour, it's probably pretty hard to stay hanging on. That's some hurricane winds. I mean, you gotta be in a state of delirium to latch on to an airplane and not let go. What vaccine are you thinking about getting? I got Moderna. I think it's reliable. I see a mosquito. I'm gonna kill it. Ah, he flew. Or she flew. It flew. Ah, I gotta wait for the mosquito to land again. Then I'll try to kill it. I don't know where it went. Damn it. Patience, patience, patience. So, yeah, this is sad news. So, I always try to see both sides. If we have two sides to every story in this country, we got CNN for one side and Fox News for the other. I'm just gonna rock up to the Senate. Well, I know they got the Oxford AstraZeneca there, and the Johnson and Johnson. I know a lot of people got the mRNA ones, so I would recommend one of the mRNA ones. I know a lot of people are scared of those ones, but they seem to be not hurting people. And I have a Moderna, so. In fact, I told them, I said, I only want the Moderna one, so if you're not doing the Moderna one, I'll come back another day. They were like, oh, we're doing Moderna. I was like, all right. Alright, trusting terrorists. What? Shut up. Trusting terrorists. Biden admin relying on Taliban to help evacuate thousands of Americans. I mean, alright, look, I know Biden's kind of a moron, but what is he supposed to do? What is he supposed to do? They control everything. I mean, I don't know. This is crazy. Taliban promises to protect women's rights. I think things are going to just get worse over there. That's my opinion. Sad. You'll need more than a ticket to attend some NFL games this season. Glad I'm not interested in attending a NFL game. Raiders to require proof of COVID-19 vaccinations. That's embarrassing. I would not be a fan anymore if they require fans to wear. They're going to require fans to wear a mask and show proof of vaccination. That's terrible. They got the masks already, but that's so bad. White House admits fair amount of U.S. equipment, and that, of course, you don't have a base there for a few decades and fly everything out. How do I have a shortcut to my browser on my desktop? How that happened? I'll figure that out later. Yeah, this news is just terrible. Trump's actions possibly undermined his deal with the Taliban, former defense secretary says. They still blaming stuff on Trump. Fact-checking Biden's assertion that the Afghan military was 300,000 strong. They might have been 300,000, but they weren't strong. I don't like watching the news. I don't know how it works in the US, but here in the UK it plays all the stories in the morning and just repeats them all throughout the day. Yeah, I think they vet the stories, whichever one seems like it holds the most ground. I mean, or captures the most eyes and ears. They'll show that, whether it's important or not, they'll show that the most, man. Like if they're talking about some celebrity's new dress and everyone's watching it, and someone just landed on the moon, they'll talk about the lady's dress. They don't care. Yeah, but in this country, they do a lot of fear mongering. A lot of the news is fear mongering, so that gets people to watch. So I just tired of it. I don't not believe in climate change. I believe it's real and stuff, but they just talk about it, doom and gloom, instead of doing anything about it. Same thing with the COVID and stuff, saying that it's not going to go away. But there's a video that you should check out. I watched it yesterday. Let me share this with you. YouTube. Let me go to YouTube again. What was the name of that video that I don't think you'd mind watching? Well, interested to hear what you think about it. I shared it with some of the guys that I work with because I felt like it was on the money. What was it called? Oh yeah. I don't know. This video right here at the top here, mass psychosis, how an entire population becomes mentally ill. I watched that yesterday, and there's a movie called Idiocracy. I don't know if you've ever seen that. It's a comedy. But Idiocracy, even though it's supposed to be like just a comedy, it has a lot of parallels with like modern society in a sad way. And I think this video here, whether you agree with all the points or not, I think a lot of the points in the video are very well made. But it's just sad, man. It's people are sheep. That's why I tried to do, not be a sheep. I wish everybody at my job would just say, hey man, we don't want to wear the masks anymore. We're all grown-ups. If we don't have to be here if we're worried about getting sick, and if we're going to do something about it, do some research, see that the vaccines are safe, get vaccinated. And I also think people that don't want to be vaccinated shouldn't get vaccinated. But, a lot of people don't agree. They think you should be forced to put something in your body that you're not sure of. I think that's wrong. Did you see India are banning production, use, selling, and manufacturing of single-use plastics next year? So that sounds awesome. I don't know how you feel about that, but do they have a plan in place to Like, are they going to use like plant-based? I know there's plant-based biodegradable containers. I know that exists. And I know there's recyclable plastic, of course, too. But that's a start. That's a start. But it's like, I don't know, man. The environment's already pretty poisoned. Just our clothing alone, the amount of synthetic materials that breaks off in people's clothing when they do laundry and gets into the environment. There's just plastic everywhere now. I was reading somewhere, and I don't know if it's accurate or not, but me, you, and everybody else on average are like consuming like a credit card's worth of plastic per month. I don't know if that's accurate or not. It doesn't sound accurate, because I think a credit card a month, man, it's a lot of plastic in your bloodstream, unless we're somehow getting it out of our bodies and stuff, but who knows. That's not even counting all the other stuff that we put in our bodies. But no, I did not know about that. Let me look that up. Let me see. India. India banning plastic. There you go. India proposes phase out of single-use plastic items so it's a proposition. So it's unless it's been updated to an actual. India has announced yet another plastic ban. Plastic ban spreads in India. Winners and losers aren't who you'd expect. Well, I'm not going to read all that, and I'm not going to give you my email address. Look at that. Look at that. It's got to be a way to get all that plastic, ball it up, and make something out of it. Just, I don't know. It's plastic. It should be recyclable. At least they're trying to do something. It's sad. I mean, like you said, you don't like watching the news. I really don't like it either, but try to keep my ear to the ground a little bit, try to see what's going on. Because this stuff, man, the stuff that, like the hobby, like computers and stuff like that, it's just not fun. All these companies and stuff, they're like crooks. So this ain't fun either. All these rip-offs, man. Look at this, man. It's like late 2021, and they got these X570S boards out. What are you going to put in it? What video card are you going to put in that? What are you going to stick in that? Who buys a high-end motherboard like that without a really good GPU to put in it? And AM4 is dead. So, yeah, this ain't fun. What's fun to do these days, you know? I mean, summer's almost over. It's going to suck. Winter's going to suck. Us people in the northern hemisphere have another stupid winter full of stupid lockdowns, and I'm sure the next variant will be announced, and then the next variant, and the next variant. Whatever. I'm not gonna lie though, if I was building right now, I mean, I can't stick my 2060 Super in one of these. Even that video card's getting long in the tooth, but man, I wouldn't mind having one of these. Just can't afford that. This thing's probably gonna cost like over $500. I think it looks nice though. Which one of these do you like the best, GA? You like, out of these, let me see how many models they got here. Out of these 5 MSI X570S boards, which one do you think is the best one? I like this one, but I think it costs too much. I like the carbon. I like this one. They usually have on the carbon boards, they usually have good specs on it. I mean, the specs don't vary too much from board to board, but alright, I'll start from the beginning. So here's the Ace. This one probably has well, it has 3 different. That's what confuses me. Oh no, this is X570. That's right. You don't have the shortcomings of the B550. So yeah, you got probably lots of by 4 M.2 slots. So there's the Ace. This one is the carbon X570S carbon max Wi-Fi. This one has Wi-Fi. Of course, the Ace has Wi-Fi as well. Then the next one is this is the Unify. So this is the X570S version of the X570 Unify that Oleta has. I know she has an X570 Unify. She had a B550 Unify, but I think she might have gotten rid of that. I think it was pissing her off. Something wouldn't work. I can't remember what it was. She got rid of it, I think. But otherwise, this is a pretty sharp board, but doesn't have any fun RGB. And then the Edge, which Mike has a B550 Edge, which looks really nice. I like this one too. If I couldn't get the carbon, I wouldn't mind getting this. And then, of course, the Tomahawk, which everybody likes. Let me see. Yeah. Well, I don't know if you've ever noticed, but there's 2 versions of the B550 Unify. Have you ever noticed that? There's a B550 Unify X and a B550 Unify Standard. The one that has the 2 DIMMs just simplifies the load on memory, and you can overclock it. It has a higher supported speeds for memory. So that's the whole idea of having only 2 slots. It's supposed to be for like extreme overclocking of the memory. And of course, if you add more DIMMs, your top speeds are not going to be as high. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? I can even pull up the 2 models on Newegg if you want me to too, so I could show you. Yeah, most people don't use all 4 slots. Yeah. But yeah, you notice that very fast. I didn't even know. Oh, it even says it right here, Unify X. So I wonder if they're gonna have a standard version of it. Yeah, 2 a.m. man. You should cut out. Me too. I'll probably sign off when you go to bed. Just get some stuff ready for work tomorrow. You gonna head out there, buddy? Yeah, I know. It's the typical MSI black and big old chunky heatsink and all that stuff. Motherboard's a motherboard. Nothing is new. There's some differences and stuff. Sometimes they'll skimp on the audio codec and little things here and there. But yeah, for the most part, it really is just like if you get the Ace, it's just for you to say you have the biggest, baddest motherboard on the block. I'm pretty sure a strong 8-phase board's just as good as a big overpriced 12-phase board. I mean, it gets to the point where the socket's good enough, with the power delivery is good enough, where you can put almost any Ryzen chip you want inside there and you'll be fine. As long as you're not getting rid of one of the cheap, terrible boards, you're usually good to go. But you know, some people got money. That's why people buy BMWs and all these cars that are like 3 times, 4 times more expensive than my car, because they got more money than they know what to do with. But anyway, I should stop this now because I'm basically just talking to myself in the beginning, and now I'm just keeping you from falling asleep with my dumb questions and stuff. So I'm gonna turn this off now, and thanks for chatting with me. Well, you're not getting one from me, Katie. Anyway, that was a joke for Ugly Bob. He'll get that joke. Anyway, I'll catch you next time, alright, man? I'm heading off. You have a good night, sir. Alright, signing off, man. Have a good night.